everybody, welcome to Active Cell Protection Extra. I'm here in the Swampfox booth at SHOT with my friend Swampfox, Mike. And I want to talk to you today about some options to save some weight on your defensive carbine that I'm going to try on the new rifle I'm building.
Big Tech's Ordnance is my go-to source for accessories for all your defensive and competition firearms. They have great holsters with accessories for concealment and ship fast at great prices. I'm a proud customer and recommend them without hesitation.
Mike, we've done this a few years in a row, bro. It's always good having a friend.
I know. And I didn't know if anybody was going to come to SHOT Show this year, and it's like bustling and busy, and people are here to do business.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. You can tell my voice is already trashed on Thursday morning. So yeah, it's been a great show.
So I've been talking about building a new rifle, right? So we are going to work on a lightweight rifle. I'm going to tip a couple things here, not just one for John, a lightweight rifle, but we're getting the range monkey Natalie into some carbine
Super cool.
shooting. And she's wee, and so a lightweight solution is there. And we were here at the Swampfox booth, and it's something that you guys have kind of gotten into is making some really lightweight options for carbines.
Right. So, we've been making open emitter. We've got a new closed emitter dot that we're working on. But, the pistol dots, you think of it as a reciprocating slide pistol dot, but it can also be not just for pistols. A lot of people are using them on a 45-degree offset as a backup sight. And you can even put it on a little riser mount as a primary sight in a situation where weight is of paramount importance. I mean, if you're one of those guys and you've got like your Excel sheet of the weights of all your components and you're trying to keep it under such and such a weight and you need a primary dot with a big window, we can do that now. We've got a little Rebel riser mount here. It's either lower third co-witness or absolute co-witness, depending on if you put a little spacer in there. And what we put on this is one of our Justice pistol dots with a 27mm wide window and the Ironside shield, steel add-on cage to protect it.
So the thing I love about it is if you get in here and look, you can see how open this is. You can see that is a very open view. So you're not getting obstruction on there. So, in a defensive context, when I come up on my target, one of my worries, of course, is I come up here and all of a sudden I lose something in all of the obscuration of my glass. That's a real thing that sometimes happens.
Totally is.
If that's a concern for you, this guy's wide open. It's like, I just get this dot that shows up and I can see right past it, which I think is really good.
The nice thing about the open emitter tech is that all the guts are in the bottom of it, right? So all the electronics, the battery tray, and all of that stuff is in the bottom. So we have kind of a thin area around it, and you don't have a battery tray on the right, an elevation adjustment up top and everything, and it's very slick, and it really gives you great situational awareness, and it weighs nothing.
Yeah,
the mount's like 1.6 ounces. The dot sight is 1 ounce, with or without the battery. I can't remember. The cage is, negligible weight. The whole thing is probably a 4-ounce setup there, and it weighs nothing.
What's this riser running like?
MSRP is like $75. If you're paying MSRP with us, you're not even trying. You can do better.
You can do better.
But yeah, like $75 is the MSRP on the site. Brownells is carrying them. We have an Amazon account. You can get Amazon Prime shipping if you do it through Amazon, and it's super affordable.
Yeah, that's cool. We got some more to look at. If you've been paying attention, you have seen this riser mount on my existing rifle at Dunwin, and this guy's a chunky boy.
Yes.
But it's built to be that way.
Right. No, we wanted to make as strong amount as we possibly could, and then when we actually made them, they were really freaking heavy.
Yeah.
So this is actually our second generation hostile engagement mount. We put some lightning cuts, a little bit of lightning cuts there and on the side, everything, and we shaved down the weight a little bit, but it's still a significant weight. So we made this. This is the new Freedom mount, and it's under 6 ounces, and it's 7075 aluminum with actually very pretty wide rings to it.
Yeah.
And it's extremely light, extremely skeletonized, but still very reasonably tough. What we found with these in our torture testing is that they will actually bend before they snap.
Yeah.
So it's strong enough that it doesn't just fracture and crack. It'll bend a little bit before it totally dies. But if you've done that, you've like run over it with a truck,
Well, and here's the thing though. I mean, if you want to run a low power variable optic, you guys, I'm an LPVO guy. Like I love me some low power variable optics, but they get heavy as all get out. And the difference here is is remarkable. I'd say there's probably a good 4 ounces of difference
Yeah,
between these two.
at least.
And so I mean, you can just see on the head on here how much difference there is in what you see in the amount of material on that. So saving some weight here, I think, is a pretty cool deal.
It's always a balance. There's a balance of affordable, lightweight, and tough. And usually you can only get 2 out of 3.
Right.
You know, whether you're making scope mounts or Formula One cars or anything, it's affordable, tough, and light. When you're always trying to push and get all 3 of those things if you can, but
You're lucky to get 2.
yeah, you really are. So we try to keep it affordable and we try to keep it tough, and sometimes we make some stuff that's kind of chunky because of that.
Well, and so I love this one too. This is a very lightweight, very minimalist offset mount for a dot. So if you're running a low power variable optic, most folks are going to want a backup sighting system. Some folks will put irons on that, but I'm a big fan of optics. And so you got this little guy here that's very minimalist, very simple. You can see we have it set offset on the rifle here.
Yeah, so this is the Freedom mount that we just showed you guys, and then here's the 45-degree offset, and you can see it fits underneath the cantilever. So you've maximized your rail space there. You don't have to fight for rail space because it goes underneath the part of the rail where that mount already was there anyway.
Well, and of course, this is where you really want it, because you get it out here on the rail, and now you can't zero because the zero's going to flex on the rail.
And you have to smash your face down in the stock real hard.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
The other part I like about this guy is they've got the geometry correct, and when you flip over to this, your optic is over your barrel, and so you're not. So if you've ever done this, and you've done a bunch of it, you flip that optic over, and then all of a sudden you've got this weird kind of quasi, not quite on center line offset.
There's a little bit of like lateral offset, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. So if you got one that doesn't, at a very low weight with a very low profile, God, it's a winner, man. That's winner stuff. Now, mea culpa. Swampfox is not a sponsor. Mike is my friend, and this is quality products, and this is what you've done with Swampfox. You've been the guy to drive this stuff.
I help. I mean, it's a team. It's a collaboration, but I do everything I can. I do everything I can to try to make it better.
This is cool stuff, guys. And so where can you get this? You can get them on Amazon. You can get them from Brownells.
Swampfoxoptics.com.
Swampfoxoptics.com. Yeah. I'm not making no money on that, but you're going to see, you've already seen their hostile engagement ring mount on my rifle. You're going to see that replaced with this newer one. I think maybe I'm going to end up with a backup dot too. So, Mike, thanks for showing us around, dude.
I'll do a backup dot over backup iron sights any day.
Any day of the week.
Give me a big window with the dot somewhere in it instead of trying to look through that rear peep. Forget it. Backup dot's where it's at.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we had iron sights.
Hey, guys, go check them out.